for production. Okay. I know I have this. Yeah. All right. So I just wrote this up for this kid that was asking exactly how I have it set up. So pretty standard high level overview. You guys know player client, dedicated server, and then my web framework here. And then I have the socket connection through. You pass calls through the web server to the socket to hit whoever you want. Because you know the web socket that you want to send the channel to and everything. But the HTTP calls are only direct calls, so only these can talk to each other, etc. So I use the web server and the sockets to like send global messages and stuff instead of replicating through the dedicated server down to the player client, which will cause the dedicated server to replicate to however many clients are logged in on my MMO. That would be a lot for the dedicated server to do. Instead, I can just have the dedicated server send a call to the web server to send out the sockets to all the player clients. So I use the web server to take a lot of the load. I mean, my whole inventory system and everything is built on the web framework. And I can actually show you that too. Let's see, let's pull it up here. I use a new Ubuntu environment as well in here so that I have it as a kind of remote network when I'm testing. Oh yeah, I pass everything through with JSON. Then all through JSON, and then I use everything in U structures as well. So then I just build the U structure into JSON, etc. Yeah, it is. Okay, let me pull up this back end here for you guys. 4300. All right, let's try this again. Something's not. Oh, 3002. Yeah, I'll bring this in. So, web servers up. So I have my backend framework here that I'm able to manage all of the data from, including the item templates, the users. Click into the users, see all their abilities, skill levels, outfits, their inventory, see each individual item in the inventory, etc. This is all managed through the web server as well. So if I actually update something in here, it will send a WebSocket connection call to the actual game client that the client is logged in on, and will update it. So I could theoretically through here change people's inventory levels, etc., while they're in game for an MMO. So this was really powerful for me for building this MMO. And let's see. Now I'll show you kind of under the framework of it. Show you the console going as I'm logging in here. See it in the background running. Connects, pulls the character info and everything. Let me put myself into not a dedicated server here. It's just a login. Yeah, it's via. I don't know the. Let me see the plugin. I can just pull them up exactly, but the JSON parser, the low entry. This is for the bits that I need for handling the connection, the WebSocket connection and everything, checking for the end of the message and everything, since Prince doesn't have standard bit kind of stuff. And then the simple TCP UDP socket client. I don't use the socket IO client. I can actually disable this. And then the web communication for simple HTTP calls. But here, this time, it should load. See, it loads the character in properly. All through this. Trying to think. Oh, I can show you the initialization of an actual dedicated server as well. Let me pull up another. Let me pull up the other game mode. Might take a while. Yeah, I mean, web communication is so simple that